extremely excellent. I'm so happy to be sharing things with y'all. I don't think I could be more happy. So yeah. So today I'm just gonna be talking about a few books I did and what I have planned, and if you have any suggestions, just leave them in the comments. Okay, so first off, me and this friend have been collabing on this book idea for the past few weeks, or a few months, I should say. And this book is making me have a lot of fun, which is always a great thing. I am always ecstatic to start a new book. This book is a lesbian love story with this fox and then this phoenix and stuff. Yeah, that's all I could really say for now. I don't think I have the right to say anything further because it's a collab and I don't want to give any spoilers if they don't want spoilers. So, yeah. Anyways, on to the next book. Well, the first book in the series is called Stay Inside the Lines. This book has two main characters, but for the other two books in the trilogy, I don't know how to say it. They're both in there because this is the main story. You could read the trilogy like standalones, but like each story is kind of woven in with each other to make more sense. So it would kind of make more sense if you read them all together. Stay Inside the Lines is the head assassin of the group, which is fun. Yeah. Sorry. Which is always great. The second book is called The Lost Little Assassin with a Problem. That book is always a great one. It follows these two characters. Again, their stories are intertwined, so a bunch of characters meet each other. Also, these three books, I think there's going to be a sub-series for this series. It's complicated. So, this trilogy is the three main assassin members in this like group called the Xmas Clan. This trilogy is going to be called the Xmas series, or the Xmas Clan. I haven't really worked out all the fine details yet. But, yeah, and then I think I'm going to do a sub-series with all the love interests, and then I think I'll do a few novellas in the series to incorporate kind of some backstory on some certain characters, or like really quick like kind of views into what they were thinking at certain times and moments. It's gonna be all great, which is always fun. These books are going to be romantasy, which is always a great thing. Yeah. I really like romantasy. I love reading romantasy. Actually, hold up. Give me a second. This isn't romantasy, but it is historical fiction. And I really like these two. The War That Saved My Life and the Duology. This one is so good. I had to read it as a book club in school. Girl, I'm in love with the characters. I adopted Ada. I could literally care less for Maggie's father. I think he's an absolute asshole. This is The War I Finally Won, the second book in the duology. It's so good. I think you could read each one as a standalone, but I feel like they're really good to read in order. They're a great series. I love it. Okay, give me a second. Let me put these back on my bookshelf. Sorry. Again, this is not a romantasy, but it is a really good book. Girl in Pieces. This is the paperback. I got it at Barnes & Noble, at my local Barnes & Noble. Because, like, y'all, this book is excellent. It's a very emotional book. To be warned, there is self-harm, drugs, abuse, self-blame, and then sexual content and a bunch of other things. But this book is so good. Like the way they like kind of articulate emotions in the book is amazing. I'm actually wanting to get another book by this author called How to Make Friends with the Dark. This one in particular, because it looks really good and I'm so excited to read it. If I could ever find it, because it wasn't at my local Barnes & Noble, so now I have to go hunting for it, which I'm not too pleased to buy, but anything to read a good book, am I right? Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, I love reading romantasy and all those other things. Another good book is A Forgery of Roses or Red Queen, which I'm reading right now, which is really good. Or the Divergent series. I've only read the first two books, but I plan on reading the last book, and I'm extremely excited about it. I haven't read this book yet, but I'm really excited to try it. It's called Don't Let the Forest In. I'm really curious. I found this at my local Barnes & Noble, and I'm extremely curious. It looks really good. Like, the art on this is absolutely spectacular. Like, I love this art style so much. I'm so excited to read this book. But I have a really big TBR right now, so I have to get through that. Let me just put this back. Excuse me. Shit. Anyways, let's talk about my books. So what I have planned for this genre that I'm going to be writing in is primarily romantasy, maybe some very rarely contemporary romance, horror books or comical fiction or kind of horror books. Very few of those. Definitely some sad ones. Actually, I have a book that I'm working. I have like 10 books I work on at once, and then I keep coming up with new book ideas or book covers that I'm really excited to work on, and then, yeah. Hold up, let me grab a book I'm actually working on. Ow! Sorry. Okay, so I finished the story. Well, the first manuscript of it. I have to type it out and stuff. But it's called I Fell in Love. Excuse that, I had an identity crisis in the past month. And I figured out what I'm truly going to be calling myself for my pen name. This one is really exciting. I'll actually read the back to y'all's. An 18-year-old girl admits to falling in love with her best friend. That is a 19-year-old girl with a tall stature and an alpha. But she could never tell this to her friend because she was a small omega who was barely 5 feet tall. A longing for her friend drove her insane to the point that she kissed her friend, but little did she know her friend kissed her back. That's the back. I'll put in a post what the cover looks like, because I redrew the cover like 5 times, so I'm so not excited, but also really excited for it. But anyways, yeah, that's that book. If I could find, I don't think I have a back for the Stay Inside the Line, but I do have a back for The Lost Souls. That's not the problem. I'll read you that back actually too, because why the fuck not? Yeah, hold up. Once there was a little boy named Jordan. He loved his family, but one day, when he walked home from school and opened the door, little Jordan saw